Welcome everybody here to the Sports Talk Network channel. So this video talking That's So Raven spinoff, remake, whatever, Raven's Home, that came back to Disney Channel. Raven coming back home. I know the show it's called Raven's Home, talking about her family and everything, and that dynamic and the craziness, and I'll dive into that, my thoughts on the show's return, or at least on the Raven Baxter character and Chestania's character coming back. But kind of to me, Raven's Home means Raven, and then Raven-Symoné, the actress, is home back on Disney Channel. She's come home for the time being. Just like all adults or whatever that come back home to their families sometimes. You know what I mean? It's short time. It's not going to be there for a while. Maybe might have a couple of seasons, maybe at the most 4, and at the least 2. So that's what I'm saying, 2 to 4 seasons. If it goes any longer, or if it is 3 seasons, then I call that a success, at least to me, for this show, Raven's Home. So that's why I definitely did want to use that theme. And like I said, and I'll be saying here in every single video I do, up until my WWE SummerSlam prediction show, which is August 17th. I'm not on camera and haven't been on camera for a while, but I will be showing my face. I'll be making my return on camera on that date, on August 17th. Now, it's not like it's a surprise of what I look like. Is you can just check an old video of mine and know what I look like, or my avatar here, being all patriotic, I know what I look like. But there was just a reason why that was the case in the past, and I decided to continue it on anyways to one of my biggest videos, biggest shows I'm going to have on this channel at that time, August 17th, 7 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Central, giving our predictions for WWE SummerSlam. Trying to find something. All right. So yes, let's talk about Raven's Home. And I would say a very good first episode. And you started off, you have some funny, a good way, nostalgic way to start it off. You have Chelsea and Raven, and it's and that Chelsea making the funny thing, but accidentally setting the toaster on fire, giving it a whoop whoop, and Raven's like, "Woo, what? Chelsea, did you just kill my toaster?" Instead of the line there, that was pretty cool. Nice, simple start. Funny start, nostalgic start, especially for fans my age that were big fans and supporters of That's So Raven, the original series there. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get Orlando Brown at any point because of reasons and situations. If you want to read more into that, look online, just Google it. Google's your best friend. So, but that being the case, I don't think we'll see him. I would hope to, and it would have been awesome. It makes sense. I mean, character Raven's best friend, Raven and Chelsea's best friend, but the friends, part of the friendship team there, thinks he would be there at least somewhat. Now, even if there wasn't any real issues or whatever, like situations as I brought up, he still might not be there as a regular, as in he wouldn't be part of the theme song and part of the main ones featured there, obviously, like Annalisa and Raven herself, obviously, are. But I still think he would have that recurring role, like the Sean Hunter character on Girl Meets World, being there a good amount of time, but not part of the title sequence for the new Girl Meets World show that now is canceled, which is unfortunate. But so from Boy Meets World to Girl Meets World, he was a big integral part of Boy Meets World. He was still in a way in Girl Meets World. A highly recurring role, you could say, a highly recurring guest star, Ryder Strong. But I think he even produced a couple episodes of Girl Meets World. But point being is, I think that would have been the same situation for Orlando Brown here with That's So Raven going out to Raven's Home. He'd be a highly recurring role, recurring guest star, as you can say, but wouldn't have been part of the intro title sequence, wouldn't been there, but still a integral part of the show. And hopefully I explained that correctly or understand. Everybody understands exactly what I'm saying. I want to make sure I'm not mumbling here either. So I can get my thoughts out, whether you agree or disagree. I at least want to have you guys and gals that are watching. And for those that are younger, that obviously might have never saw That's So Raven, or maybe you, I mean, technically in the day and age here in 2017, you can see That's So Raven, Disney Channel apps, YouTube videos, this and that. So no matter what age, technically you can see what that was all about. But for those that are younger that did enjoy it when it was here, was new, was live, our meaning live as a new episodes each week, and being excited for that as I was. What's going on next? Just like I was with other TV shows of the past, Wizards of Waverly Place, Lizzie McGuire. Trying to think of other ones. Phil the Future, Even Stevens, other shows of the past, of Disney's past. I look forward to watching on a regular basis, new episodes coming out. You want to talk about which show had the best musical episode? Out of all the Disney shows that had musical episodes? That's a Raven had one. It was pretty dang good. But the number one goes to Even Stevens musical episode. So look that up on Google and YouTube. The Even Stevens one. That one was my number one. And then That's the Ravens being numero dos, number two. But anyways, moving on here, talking about Raven's Home before I ramble about other things. I got a wrestling podcast to ramble about, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. But here, That's a Raven. Again, like I said, starting off strong there. And then Chelsea then making the funny thing or saying, Raven, we're lucky that both of our marriages fell apart or something like that. I don't remember verbatim, even though I've watched the pilot episode enough times already since it came out. And I have seen some reactors reacting to it. If I had the capabilities and stuff like that, I would have done a reaction, but I don't have the technology because I can't really do reactions with Google Hangout because I have to screen share, which then wouldn't be showing my face of reaction. And that's the point of reacting, to see the YouTubers' reaction to what they're reacting to. It's kind of the basis and premise of being a reactor. But no, I found two people that are two YouTubers that are doing reactions, or at least that I know of are doing reactions. One being Smurf Vlogs, and another one being everyone on TV as well that is doing reactions for That's So Raven series. And then Raven's saying that got dark and everything, and that was kind of a funny moment there. And then you meet the kids, and I think for this show, as great as Raven and Chelsea are, and it's awesome to see them back, this show's popularity is going to be hinging on how the kids do, because it is for the kids of now, 2017. It is to highlight them, right? Because That's So Raven was to highlight those kids, the kids there. At that time, not the parents. It wasn't there. That's why it was on Disney Channel. For the kids. Now, what I don't like about Disney Channel shows or kids shows overall, so I'm not just going to bash Disney because they're not the only ones. But the one thing I do dislike about kids shows is that they make the parents look so dang stupid, and the kids not listening to authority. They know better and all this other stuff and yada yada. I mean, some Disney shows and other shows from other networks that are kids TV and G-rated, that they do have good teaching messages and this and that, so they're not all bad. And even the ones that I'm talking about aren't bad. It's just that overarching theme and idea of that the kids are smarter and better than the parents. I wasn't when I was younger. I thought I was, but I wasn't. No kids, no matter what generation, because that's just part of the world and life. Parents were always right. And then you figure it out when you become one, and then your kids think you're wrong, and then that circle and cycle keeps going forever and ever. Amen. So that's just one thing, whether I'm right or wrong to think this way. That's how I feel. That's my opinion on the subject. If you think differently, let me know in the comment section below. And welcome to like the video as well if you're a fan of That's So Raven or have seen Raven's Home. If you haven't seen Raven's Home yet, you might want to go watch it. Watch the pilot episode, whether watch it yourself. Disney Channel re-airs it enough times, and as they should. It was awesome. It was beautiful. Disney Channel app, YouTube with the like I said, on TV, and Smurf vlogs, two YouTubers that I know of. There might be more, but those are the only two I know of. So if there are others, hook me up. Let me know. Because I'd like to also have them on here for a video that I'll be doing after the season 1 finale, when that will be down the line. Because I have my own vision of having a review of the whole entire season at that time. That's my vision. And my vision also sees me having some guests. So be my guest. Be my guest. So we'll certainly see if that vision comes true. Dang true. But either way, moving on about the review here of the pilot episode. It's just interesting seeing the two kids, brother and sister. One, Nia and Booker, their names are. Nia thinking that Booker is the favorite. Booker kind of being a mama's boy in a way there. But just that interaction. And even when Chelsea's talking to her son, and his son's saying, well, I like being the only kid because there's no question of who the favorite is. And that's what all brings up with the whole situation between Nia and Booker, Raven's children, of Nia thinking Booker is Raven's favorite. But Chelsea still has that comedy gold when her son Levi says that, and she's like, I'm favorite, right? Right between those two. That was kind of funny. I always like Chelsea for comedy, but I also want them to make Chelsea more serious. That she is a parent now, that she's an adult now. That it should have been just a phase as a child. Not saying adults can't be goofy and fun-spirited. I like to be positive and fun-spirited and weird in my own way, as you that know me well know, but still have a serious side. Hopefully they have that kind of character growth for Chelsea. And then Raven has her first vision. Raven has her first vision of saying everything about Booker, and her wanting to fix it. And Chelsea's like, yeah, you can do that, or maybe just tell them that you're psychic. And Raven's like shaking her head violently, like, no, I'm not going to do that. No. And they're saying that that's because they haven't had vision they want to understand. And then Chelsea's saying, well, I wish I had vision before I married Gary. And he's like, I did, your mama did, and Levi did. And Chelsea's like, what are you talking about? Levi wasn't born. And he's like, if he was, he'd be giving you that look. Because Raven's talking about the look that she can give having a super mommy power of her visions of can stop her kids from thinking things or doing things before they even think about doing those said things. That was funny. I don't know. It's just little things, big things. I'm sure others brought up in the reviews of the pilot that I'm bringing up my dang self here. But very enjoyable. Like I said, I've watched this pilot enough times you would think I remember everything. And then we have Booker having his first vision. At first, things are just like he's having a hallucination, and then right to the vision, his first vision of Levi getting stuck in a tuba. And then it happens right then and there. And then he tries to tell his sister about it, and she doesn't believe her. Her friend there, played by Sky Katz, beautiful young lady there. You definitely check out all the cast on Twitter, Instagram, and otherwise. I can't remember all the cast names. Navia Robinson, Raven Simone, Annalisa Vanderpool, Sky Katz, and then males as well, part of the show. I'll follow them on Twitter, Instagram, and otherwise. But her character, Sky's character, is kind of like a tomboy, cool, interesting person as well. But she's not believing him because Booker always tells crazy stories like Justin Timberlake stole his dance moves or this and that and other things that are big lies or people know fake. But when, like a boy that cries wolf, and the one time then he talks about or tries to bring up something that's serious that it did happen, sister's not going to believe you. But her friend does say that she actually believes in psychics. But so then to compensate Nia's worry about Booker being the favorite because Raven had that vision, Raven overcompensates overcompensates and has a me a day, and showering her with gifts and other stuff. And she pushes Booker, tells Booker no one's speaking to her, pushes him again. After Nia says, I had a sub in English. She tells Chelsea, and Chelsea's just like, okay. But Raven's trying again overcompensate to show that she's just special. But in the end of the workshop, they have a special moment, and then there is that vision of Raven gets suspended from the school, from the principal, because she attacked without knowing the gym teacher there as well. But overall, a great opening episode, funny scenes, moments, and everything like that. I'm looking forward to how things go in the series. We've seen the teaser for episode 2 that will be coming out on Friday evening on Disney Channel. We get to see Devon, the father of the kids. If y'all remember Devon from That's So Raven. Obviously they ended up together, but see what happened there, why their marriage fell apart. They're still good friends now, at least. And happy divorce, let's just say. And going from there. I just, like I said, I'm looking forward to it, and I really hope to see Kyle Massey as well. It'd be great to see him. But overall, in the first episode, Chelsea at the end burning the food, which is interesting because Chelsea, if I remember correctly, wasn't she a vegan? Or is that just a phase when she was in school in those years? A teenager. Like, there's always, people go through phases while they're growing up and things, finding themselves. So maybe that vegan stuff was this then. And Raven being allergic to mushrooms, if you see in near the end of the episode when Raven is talking to her daughter with the food there, you see that there's Bob's there and mushrooms. So is that for the kids or Chelsea and everybody else? Or was she going to have one herself, right? You gotta remember those little things, continuity of a TV show between, it is the continuation of That's So Raven as a spin-off, Raven's Home. You gotta remember those little things. I'm sure they did. I'm just bringing up myself here of those little things because there was a whole episode about that on That's So Raven, about her face blowing up like a puffer fish, or premature body, hands, face, stuff like that. So that was a funny episode for That's So Raven, but you still got to continue that on into Raven's Home because she still is Raven Baxter, right? She's that character, Raven Baxter. So Raven Baxter being that, and for anybody here in the real world, usually stuff like that doesn't just go away. It wasn't just a phase in time. At least I don't think so. Usually stuff like that is lifelong. Being allergic to stuff. That just doesn't go away. Maybe your talents for things maybe go away, and your interest in food and things go away. That's why I think maybe the whole Chelsea being a vegan thing, that can change. That can be different. Or maybe she still is. Who knows? The point being is that I'm just saying that can be different and changing and being just that point of her life than to with Raven Baxter. But either way, that's my thoughts on the first episode of Raven's Home. Looking forward to the second one. Looking forward to them all. Looking forward to it all because it was awesome. And I highly, highly enjoyed it. Hope everybody has a great rest of your evening, or rest of your day and evening. I'm used to doing videos in the evening. But hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday, hump day, and I'll be back here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central. Steve's Wrestling Rambo, talking all WWE news. Letting my team, who was unable to join me for my reviews during the week, the past 2 days, talk about Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, and other things as well. Subscribe to this channel, click that like button, smash the like button, and if you have free time, also welcome to share this video. Share it with the cast, share it with other people, share it with whoever the heck you feel like it. Because I always do appreciate that. It helps out for this video specifically and for the channel overall. And I'm grateful for that. And above all else, as always, take care.